on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go, set. 5-2. Check that. Black check.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second and 4. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Okay, I'm not a fan of any routes that just, turn around defensive backs, mainly because I was a defensive back. But the comeback route is so difficult because to sell it, you're selling it like it's a deep route before you come back towards either the line of scrimmage or the sideline. And, boy, that one worked to perfection.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, red, strike it. Strike, right.
Back to throw here. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They'll look to throw here.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Falcons are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. They're incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe-tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy-toes if that one was completed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coup for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Blue strikers.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Shot 17. Set.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. 2nd and 6. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ultra. Ready?
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
They'll set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! From 4 yards out. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On second, here's Algier. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They're going to look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the the season.
And the Falcons have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
10 cycles. Ready.
Now a toss right to Barkley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Yellow. Ready?
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready. Yellow. 1. Hut.
They run once more with Dillon. Oh, he bowls over him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Smith, red.
Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Trouble, 38.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And strong running there, gets this up over the 15-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here now Roberts. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Okay, ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready,
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
set, cut.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 13-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. To return is Roberts. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Come on, set.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Down. Go, Pete. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. This is Dillon on the counter, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's got his man on the out route.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Roberts, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A handoff to Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On the move to his left.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a give to Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Ready. Check, man. Ready.
They run the counter. It's Roberts, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
On 3rd down, this is Roberts, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Red, yellow.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Let's go now. Right blue.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll cut.